everyone, this is Rachel with the team here at Clarity Co, here to bring you some tech clarity. We're excited to share about our Monday 101 course, specifically talking through dates and times and the different column features in Monday.com. Let's dive in. Jumping into our Monday.com board, we have two columns that we'll be talking through here, the date column and the timeline column. To add either of these columns to your Monday.com board, click the plus mark here and select timeline or date, or add both of them to your Monday board. The date column allows you to track specific dates for specific deadlines. This could be a specific start date, setting up a completed date, setting up a due date, whatever it might be. And it also allows you to have deadline mode applied to this column when it references both the date and the status column. The timeline column applies to a duration of time, and this can be viewed in a Gantt chart view, which we will be showing you later in this training video. Starting with the date column, there are a couple features on your Monday board that we want to talk through. The first is the default format that your date is displayed, which is month and day as demonstrated here. This can be changed or updated based on the settings, so click on the three dots, going over to settings, and selecting that customize date column option here. This is where you can change your date format, going down to date format here, selecting how you would like this to be displayed, even down to the granular level of the day of the week that the task took place. Once I do that, all date formats are changed based on the selection that I've made. Another feature we like to make teams aware of is how to add a timestamp to a specific cell in Monday.com. To do so, select the specific cell that you want timestamped, clicking in it, going over to the clock in the upper right-hand corner, and then adding the time that you would like to be referenced associated in this cell with that date and time. Once you do that, click out of your selection, and then you see if I hover over in this cell, you can see the date and time is displayed here in this cell in Monday.com. If you would like this to be removed, say you added it and you decide I don't need the timestamp, clicking in that same cell, selecting that time option once more will remove that time feature from being displayed in your Monday.com cell. Referencing the date column in Monday.com, a great widget to add to your Monday board is the calendar view. To add that or the Gantt view, go ahead and click that plus mark here, select Gantt or calendar view, and what you'll have is a widget pop up in your Monday.com. As you can see here, my due dates are referenced here on the calendar during August. If I want to add in the timeline feature into my calendar view, I can go to the settings option here, select that option, and then I can deselect if it's too much information for me displayed here. I can also change the color. I can also change the label. This is a great section to use and play around with based on the groupings you want to add and have displayed within your calendar view in Monday.com. Transitioning to the timeline column, this is helpful when wanting to display a date range for Gantt chart purposes or workload purposes. It's also helpful in displaying the life cycle of a project if that is needed. To do so, select the dates within the date range that you need with the start date and then as well as the end date here. One quick pro tip that we like to make teams aware of that Monday.com just added to the system is you can type in today as far as a reference point and then also type in next Thursday or whatever the date of selection you might be. So instead of having to go through and count days or think through what next Thursday is as far as the date, you can go ahead and type in today as the start date, next Thursday as the finish date, and Monday.com knows intuitively these are the dates that you are specifically referencing within the system. Pretty cool. One of the main reasons why we love the timeline column is because of the Gantt view. Selecting the Gantt view over here on our training board, what we see is all of the items that are displayed with the timeline column. This view is fully interactive, so if I need to change a date, I can go ahead and select my item, moving it around based on the date that I need to have changed. I can also double click on my item and make any changes to the specific item here in my item window, or I can add files, post an update, or check with team members on what might be needed if they've direct chatted me and I'm using this 10,000 foot view on the board. In another video, we do share with you step-by-step instructions on how to sync a Monday board with your calendar, whether it's Google, Outlook, or another system. That will allow for your items that are displayed here on your Monday board to be displayed as tasks on your calendar for you to execute on. Be on the lookout for that video, and we hope to see you there. That's all that we have for now with our team from Clarity Co. We want to say thank you for tuning in to our Tech Clarity Talk on Monday 101, specifically talking about dates and timeline features within Monday.com boards. If you need additional tips, tricks, support, builds, or any creative minds working on your Monday.com system, be sure to reach out to our team here at Clarity Co. and we are happy to help. Until next time.